Morning, everybody. It's Lori from the Stampin' Wizard, and I think I have finally figured out my camera orientation thing. So I'm hoping I did anyway. So I've been searching all morning trying to figure out, and I'm trying to pull it up here on my. Oh my gosh! I finally got it right. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. There. Just for anybody watching this, last couple weeks, I've had a heck of a time with my videos. Couldn't figure out what was going on. I was trying to set them. I wanted them to be in landscape mode, but every time I tried to, it just wasn't working. So I'd have to flip to portrait mode, and it's not always easy to show cards or stamping cards in portrait mode, at least for me. So, but I finally found. I was searching all morning, so I was like, since 7 o'clock, I've been trying to figure it out, going, God, just tell me how to do this. So I finally found a thing that told me to go into my iPhone settings, and there was a button on my drop-down menu. If it was in red, it was frozen, or the orientation was frozen, but if I clicked on it, it was off, and I've clicked off, and it's finally showing right. So thank you, God. So now they've got that out of the way. Sorry, it's little things in life, people, that make me happy. So anyway, thanks for coming in this morning to see me. I know it's kind of early for some of you. If you need your coffee, get your coffee. If you're like me, get your Diet Coke. See, there's my Diet Coke. Gotta have my Diet Coke. Some people are coffee people. I'm a Diet Coke kind of person. So grab your coffee, your tea, your Diet Coke, whatever it is that you want this morning, and we're going to get started. So and I apologize for last week. I was sick with the flu, so I was not able to do the Facebook Live. But this is what I was going to do last week. I came across this technique called triple time, and I wish I could remember. Let me see if I can find who it was, because I like to give credit where credit is due. I don't come up with all these ideas by myself, people. I promise you, I can't do it. I'm not that good. Let me find. So it was from another demonstrator. I've seen a few different videos, but the first one I saw, and she called it triple time. If I could find it. Oh my goodness, where'd it go? Well, shoot. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Well, it's from a demonstrator named Pam. Still trying to figure it out. Okay, I got that much. Her name was Pam. I'm sorry, guys. Really should have looked this up before I started doing it. Oh my goodness. Well, I apologize, Pam. I'll find your name and I will post it on here. But anyway, so I've seen several demonstrators have done this. But basically what it is this. This is it. This is called triple time. And this may look like incredibly difficult, and I promise you it is not. It is all in a matter of how you cut the paper. So I'm going to do this from scratch. I didn't even pre-cut anything. So this is not the card I'm making. I'm using a different stamp set, but I did make 3 other ones, and I'll show you at the end the other stamps, or the other cards that I made. But this is what we're doing, and I just think this is such a cool idea. So let's get started. I am going to actually use the Flowering Desert stamp set, which is unfortunately on the retirement list. So if you think you like this, you might want to go ahead and grab it. All stamps are guaranteed to be in stock through May 24th. Everything else is, you know, while supplies last, whatever's on the retirement list. But this one is, I really kind of like it. So I'm not thinking I'm getting rid of it anytime soon, even if it is retiring. So, but this is what we're going to use today. So there are several cutting, basically you need two, where's my paper? You need white cardstock, and you need another color cardstock. And for the life of me, I picked it up. This one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alrighty. We're first going to cut the white cardstock. And so you're going to cut 3 pieces of white cardstock. And the first one is going to be at 5 1/4 by 4. Okay. So here's my 5 1/4 by 4, and then the next one is 4 1/4 by 3. 4 and wait a minute. 4 1/4 by 3. And then the last one is 2 by 3 1/4. Two by 3 1/4. Okay, so there's our white cardstock. So we're done with that. The next one, and I'm using paper that is going to be retired here soon, is it's one of the end colors, and I am really sad to see it go, is Lemon Lime Twist. Luckily there's Greeny Apple Green, which is kind of sort of close, but Lemon Lime Twist is a little lighter, so I really like it. So I'm really sad this is going away. But we're gonna, your card base, you're gonna cut at 5 1/2, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Okay, and then let me score this while I got it here. This is another thing that's going away. And it's not. Stampin' Up! Is redesigning their trimmer. They've had numerous problems, unfortunately, with getting the replacement blades. So they're coming up with a new trimmer. Unfortunately, it isn't quite ready yet. They're still doing some testing and some fixing, so it's going to be a little bit. So if you kind of like this, you might, want to look into getting this too. But the reason I like this is because it's got the cutting blade and the scoring blade, the scoring tool all together, I should say. It's not a blade. Hopefully the new product that they're coming out with is going to have a scoring component on there too. So there's my card base, and then I'm going to cut 2 other pieces of cardstock, which is going to be 4 1/2, 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. Let's do that one. And then 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And like I said, I'm going to put all of the dimensions down in the comments below this video. So don't worry if you're not catching them now. I promise I will put them up later. So now we're done with our cutting boards. So alrighty. So, but we're not going to need our card base in these two yet. So I'm just going to put these to the side. Okay. So there's a couple ways we can do this. So I was kind of playing around before I got started, and the samples that I did, they're all straight, horizontal to each other and all that. Well, I saw a couple versions that they're a little angled, so I thought I'm going to try that. So what you're going to do just a very little bit, not a lot, just because you need to hold it in place. You're going to take your tape runner, nothing too terribly sticky, okay, and you're going to put just a little spot on there, and then you're going to put it in place. And honestly, if it rips a little bit when you're pulling up, it's not a big deal because this is all going to be covered up. But and I do kind of rub my finger over it just to get a little bit of the stickiness off, just in case. So, all right, so there's that. Where's my board? Okay, so, sorry, I gotta take a drink of Coke. Talking makes me thirsty. So, let's get started. I'm kind of making some of this up as I go along, guys, so hopefully this is going to come out nice. The first thing I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to stamp my sentiment first. I find that kind of, because we do not want, there's going to be some overlapping here, obviously, and like I said, it's really going to look like it's not right. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've so messed this up. I promise you, you haven't. It's not going to look real good in the beginning, but it'll come out. So, but I put my sentiment on there first because I'm not going to have it over the edges, because that's not going to look right. So I just like to put that on there first, so it's where it needs to be. So, alrighty. So there's the first one. I like that font. That's really cool. Like I said, this is called Flowering Desert. I think the reason I like it so much is when my husband and I were first married, and we bought this house, and the furniture we bought for the living room, it was just a little off-white couch and a chair. Obviously that was before kids, because anyone with kids knows you don't buy an off-white couch or a white couch or anything along those lines, because it'll get ruined in about like 5 seconds. But we had some kind of some of the things we bought were like the picture for the wall, and just some different decorations were desert type stuff, and so this just kind of reminds me of this, and I think that's why I like this so much. Okay, so there's that sentiment. So now I am going to put our cactus on there. What color am I going to use for that? I think I'm going to use the Call Me Clover, if I can get it open. Now, if you've ever been in a class of mine, or anything you've ever learned, you've always learned that you stamp straight up and down. Forget that today. Not today. This is a little different, because if you just simply stamp straight up and down, I promise you it isn't going to come out right. You're going to have to rock it a little bit, and that's okay. I'll turn sideways. It's going to be easier for me to do it this way. Now, I messed that up. Where do I want to do this? Okay, I'm going to give this a shot. This is not how I want this. I meant that to be over a little bit. Okay. So as I said, I'm going to kind of rock it a little bit. Yeah, see, that was going to... This one is probably the harder one to do, so I'm doing something kind of strange that I would never normally do. Okay, yeah, well, it's going to look better when it's done, I promise. So, all right, I really didn't. Well, we're going to work with this. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do me see, which one am I going to do next? Oh. So we got these little cactus thingies. And where's my block? All right. Clean this one. I was playing with it earlier and I didn't quite clean it off well. All right, so I'm going to use Lemon Lime Twist on this one. And like I said, you're gonna rock, and it's okay. I did this earlier in Old Olive, and I thought I liked that, but I definitely like it in the Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, where's my next one? So you're just going to keep stamping it, and I think, as you'll see from some of the other examples, that you definitely don't want a whole lot of super, you kind of want broader stamps for it. Floral and leaves and some different things like that is going to be the better option to try. So alrighty. And again, I know you're seeing some white space there. You got to trust me, when this is all done, you're not even going to notice it. You're not even going to know, because that's part of how this is going to end up looking. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to miss this Lemon Lime Twist. I'm so sad this is going away. I have one ring inker. I think I'm going to buy a second one, just in case. Alrighty, let's... I'm missing a stamp. Where did it go? No, I'm not missing a stamp. I'm just not looking very clearly. Okay. Alright, I don't know what these are called, but this is my next. I just kind of stamped off on that one just to make it a little lighter. Alrighty. Let's see what else I'm gonna, I need, okay, I think I'm done with my greens. Alright, now I'm gonna use Melon Mambo to put this little flower on top of these little cactuses, and that is not the one I wanted. That's glad I caught that before I stamped. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, so I'm putting these little flowers on top of... Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright guys, trying to figure out what I want to do here. Bear with me a minute while I try to... Yeah, I think I got that. Alright. Oh, let's see what else. want to do that off to the side. Yeah. Alrighty. And I know this really kind of does look like it's messed up. I promise you it's not. Okay, now I'm actually using a second stamp set, and only because when I kind of first did this a little earlier, I was like, it's a little bland. I need something. I need a sun. So I was trying to look through all of my stamps, and the one I came up with is the Painted Harvest, which came out about 2 years ago. It was in the Occasions catalog. It carried over to the annual catalog, and it is carrying over to the next one. But this makes a really cool sun, so that's what I'm using here. All right, so there are, so as you see, we're going to use 3 stamps. So this is like the more broader base, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to stamp off for a second. And then get my scrap paper here. Alrighty. So there's that. And then now I'm going to take the more detailed stamp, and I'm not going to stamp off. I'm going to do that one full strength. Let's see. And these are, if you've ever seen me do the abstract impressions, which is probably my most favorite stamp set, and I almost did the live with it today, but I know you guys are probably getting tired of seeing the stamp set. I thought I'd do something different. It's not supposed to line up. You can line it up, but you'll make yourself crazy. It does line up, but you don't have to, so I would not worry about that. All right, so then this last one, excuse me, stupid Ohio allergies. Alrighty, now I'm just going to put, which for some reason, and this is what is really weird about this, I did this earlier, this is all the same color, but for some reason this looks orange in the middle. I don't know why, but hey, we go with it. Alrighty. Kind of feel like it needs a little something else. What else do I want to do here? Actually, I think there's this little, I don't know what these things are called. They're little dots, little star-looking thingies. I think, what color do I want to use for those? I think we're going to go with the lemon lime twist here. I'm just going to kind of stamp this all around the edge here. I got a mistake there, so I'm just going to cover that up. Okay. Let's do one more little spot there. Probably was too much, but oh well. This is just to give you guys the idea of what's going on here. Oh, sorry. I just realized I'm shaking. My cleaner is up here on my little shelf, so sorry about that, guys. Alrighty, so that's all the stamping that we're going to do. So, next thing that we do, we get our cardstock back out. Excuse me a minute, guys. I wonder what the pollen count is right now. I have a feeling it's probably kind of bad. High. Alrighty, so now we are going to, so I've taken the first one off, okay? And then put my pointer on there. And then we're gonna line it up here, okay? Then I'm going to take this mat, okay? And this is going to go it's lined up right. Okay. And then I'm going to take that one and attach it to this next bigger mat. Minus the cat hair. My cat has been climbing on my craft table all morning long. I chased him out for about 4 times before I started this video. Alrighty. This lined up right. Okay. Alrighty. So then we're going to come back. And then let's take this. Oh my gosh. I think I really love how this came out. Alrighty. So there we go, guys. Triple time. What do you think? I think I kind of like how this came out. I definitely like the lemon lime twist. You can't go wrong with lemon lime twist. And it's not perfect. I mean, I see some smudges, but hopefully you've gotten the idea of what you do. So, like I said, I'm going to post the directions in the post the directions and the cutting dimensions and all that. So I would love to see if you all make some of these and share them to my page. Give me some hearts. I would love to see some hearts. Make me know that y'all are out there watching me. Let me show you the other ideas that I did today. So, drop one of the cards on the floor. All right. So this is the one I showed you guys earlier, and this is done with the Tropical Chic stamp set, which is carrying over. So I kind of like that. I got it earlier this year, but I hadn't had much of a chance to work with it. So, but I do really kind of like this. So this was Melon Mambo. Cardstock, Melon Mambo ink. I believe that's probably actually kind of the same colors. I'm pretty sure this is Lemon Lime Twist, and this one is Call Me Clover. So it was a couple weeks ago I did this, so I didn't write those down. So, but there's that. If you haven't figured out, I really like bright colors. I'm not a muted color kind of person. Okay, this one I used, it was a Painted Seasons stamp set, and it was a limited edition stamp set that came out during Celebration. It was like the last month of Celebration. And the sentiment is actually from a different stamp set, and Treat Time, I think. But this is Grainy Apple Green. I believe this is Lovely Lipstick. So I think that's the only 2 colors I used. So that's what that is. And then my last one is using my favorite stamp set, in the whole world, which is Abstract Impressions. And so I used Mango Melody. It's Mango Melody cardstock. The roses are from Mango Melody. The smaller flowers are Melon Mambo, and then the leaves are Grainy Apple Green. This was the first one I did. So really, like I said, it looks really difficult, but hopefully you saw that it really isn't difficult. It's just gotta, if you have cardstock and a paper trimmer and stamps and ink, you can do this. So I would really love to see you guys share something to my page. Share, share what you've, share what you've made with this. I would really love to see it. Let's see, what else was I going to tell you guys today? So, I do have, in the last few weeks, I did develop a Facebook group, and it's called the Stampin' Wizard VIP Customer Group. So I am definitely sharing some different things in that group. So I'm going to have some ordering specials. I'm doing some special videos and ideas that I'm not sharing on this normal page. If you're interested, the link is on my page here where you can join, or to send the request. I've got some, if you're local to me in the Dayton area, I've got some classes coming up. Actually, next weekend, I'm having my all occasions card class. And I believe that I have decided I am going to use the Incredible Like You stamp set, which is going away. And I'm not real happy about that because I really like it, but I thought wanted to share it with everybody. So Friday night or Saturday afternoon, it is, you'll come and make 8 cards, and it is $15 or free with a qualifying purchase. So the RSVP deadline is Wednesday because I need to have time to cut the cards and everything. So, you can message me on Facebook. You can send me an email. There is an event created on that you can see on my page, and you can just RSVP there, and I'll just confirm that I saw that. And then the other thing that I have coming up, May 10th and 11th, and it's either or, you don't want to come to both, but it is a birthday card stamp-a-stack, and it is $38, and you are going to get a pack of designer series paper. You're going to get a bolt of ribbon, and some embellishments. I can't remember the name of what I got. And then you can add on a stamp set if you like the stamp set that we're going to use, or you can use mine during the class, but if you want to buy it, you can add it on for $21. So certainly, and that RSVP is April 30th, but payment is also due the same time because I have to order the product ahead of time. So if you're interested in that, there is, again, on the event link on my page, there is a way that it will take you directly to a payment site that you can pay and choose, which option that you want. So, all right. Thanks for joining me this morning. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Have a happy Easter tomorrow. I gotta go shopping to get, we're gonna go to church in the morning, of course, and then we're gonna have dinner here. My husband has always grilled out ham the last few years, so I actually went shopping last night, got some stuff, but they didn't have everything I wanted at the store I went to, so I have to go somewhere else. But we need to get the ham, so my husband can grill it. So, all right, I think that's it. So have a good week, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.